What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Eternal Femme, and I'm back with another reading for the sign of Aquarius, summarizing Venus North Node or any other heavy placements in your chart. Please just sure to like this video if it resonate. Comment down below if you felt that vibe and subscribe. And if the reading don't resonate today, maybe next time. Welcome back to the channel, y'all, and welcome to those of you who are new. Let's see. That card just keeps. All right, important messages, Holy Spirit. Knight of Swords. Nine of Wands. Hangman. Page of Cups is in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Devil. I don't know if you guys recently had like a rush of energy, or you're going to have a rush of energy. I don't know if you guys recently moved on from some sort of energy here. I don't know if you were going through a really dark moment here where you just felt down and sad. I just see you guys looking over like that energy pushing over. I feel like you guys are also saying a lot more of what is on your mind, or being a little more talkative. Yeah, that's probably what's going to bring you out of this moment here, is being more free, having more freedom of speech. Yeah, you're having like a aha moment, a realization here. And I feel like with the Page of Cups here in reverse, I'm also hearing like, what does this mean? Maybe people don't know what this means for you. Yeah, some of you guys are definitely more in like a temperance energy, relaxed energy. This is the Temperance. More of like a relaxed energy, a free energy, a more positive vibe. You could be a little talkative. Some of y'all, I don't know if you're smoking, but you could be a little talkative, or you could talk really fast. Like, people are like, where is this coming from? Where's all of this energy? Yeah. There's like a burst of energy in this reading. Yeah, that Devil is in that Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so there was like a dark time here that you're coming out of. Like a negative energy. This could have been like a negative vibe, or a negative time where things just didn't feel like they were looking up. Very depressing, very sad, very lonely. But now it's kind of like, I've turned the new leaf. That's over now. So you could be having a little more fun or being a little more free. You could be practicing some sort of yoga or exercising or something like that. I just feel like your energy has changed. And you're kind of like looking on the brighter side of things, or you're having a realization maybe life is too short to be stuck on the negatives or to be stuck in this energy right here. This is a very dark energy. If you guys could tell, it's like all this black, all this darkness here. All these dark colors, this dark green, all of those things. Like it's like a really dark energy. So I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are coming out of that. Yeah, y'all are moving forward. Y'all are moving on past this negativity, these dark times. You guys are moving on. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, people are like, what does this mean to you? It means everything. It means everything, it looks like here. Maybe people think that this is going to be short-lived, or maybe you've had your moments where you were up and then you had some really dark moments, or you had some really sad times. But I feel like even though you've been through some things, you've overcame a lot of things as well. Like people don't realize, maybe people are, when they see you in this moment here, or maybe they haven't, maybe you went through these moments on your own. So a lot of people see you as this, very fun, very free, very talkative, but you may have some really dark moments that cross your mind every once in a while. And so people, when they see you, they're like, okay, what does this mean? You don't express, you don't talk about these things, because all they see is the picture that you paint, which is all of these accolades, all of this success, all of the things that you overcame. But if you look on the outside of this picture, this person has wounds. So they've been through some things. But you can't see that. All you can see is what they've achieved, what they've accomplished. And so a lot of people may not know this side of you who sat in dark nights and had those sad moments and felt alone and had those times where you cried in the shower. Like it's like you don't show that side of you, so people always only see this. And you guys are now moving past this energy here. And a lot of people are kind of like, moving past what? We never knew you went through that, or we never heard of that, or, you know. Let me get something here. Yeah, we got Judgment in reverse and Emperor in reverse. So this could be a situation here where somebody misjudged you. Like somebody thought that like you were all of this and none of this. Like you ain't never been through nothing, or you ain't never had no hard times, or you ain't never struggled. They just seen what you've accomplished and they just assumed you had it easy or something. So this could be what somebody is like, this could be what they're pursuing, is like, because I am getting like a little bit of like a, there's no reason for you to be sad or depressed or angry or any of these things, because you ain't never really been through nothing. But that's not the case here. I feel like somebody perceives you as like this. Maybe you are very zen. Maybe you are very bubbly. Maybe you are very talkative. Maybe you are very extroverted, or maybe you're just somebody here where you exceed the room. You're very smart. You always have something to say. You have no problem debating. Like you're assertive. So somebody assumes like, you know, you never been through nothing based off of your personality. To them, they feel like you this bubbly person who ain't never seen no struggles, and that's why you are so happy and so talkative and so social for some of you guys here. And they don't see them dark times, or they've never heard, or maybe they never heard your testimony or something like that. So they kind of assume you ain't never been through shit. And so this is what this person is trying to say. Like, okay, what does this mean? Like, oh, you came over dark times. What dark times? I ain't see no dark times. All I see is the Nine of Cups. So somebody could be feeling like you are a little ungrateful. Because maybe this person feels like they've actually been through some dark times or seen some dark times in their life. And they haven't seen you because it looks like with the Page of Cups in reverse, these are things you don't even talk about. So somebody just assumed that you ain't never been through it. And so every time you have your moment, and I always have to tell people, even if we don't feel like it's a big deal, we cannot rob somebody's emotions. We can't invalidate somebody's feelings just because we feel like they don't amount to our own, or they don't, or people quote unquote have it worse. You cannot do that to people. You cannot tell a person, oh, suck it up because somebody out there has it worse. You cannot invalidate people's feelings. You have to allow people to feel what they feel, even if it's not a big deal to you. And that's what this is giving here. It's like, I feel like your problems are not a big deal, so there is no reason that I should validate your emotions. And that's just not the type of people you want to be around you, because we need people around us, especially with that Emperor in reverse type of vibe. This could be a father figure or somebody who's just came down on you with a hard iron fist, because it's like, suck it up. The world has been a worse, or people have had it worse, or it's been crazy out here. There's no reason for you to be sad. It's like, that's just not how emotions work. Okay. You can have somebody around you who's more of like a rip the band-aid type of being. Yeah, Eight of Cups. I knew that Eight of Cups was going to come out. It's almost like somebody, this could be postpartum depression, but some of y'all, it's almost like somebody feels like, you know, you should feel bad. Like, you should feel bad for having your moments, or you should feel bad for having times when you're sad, or times where you don't feel your best, or maybe you're dealing with depression. I don't know, but this energy is really dark. Like, somebody feels like you should be ashamed for needing a break, or you should feel ashamed for needing time. But it's like, what? I'm a human being? Like, what is going on? Yeah, Ten of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, some of y'all, yeah, you work or you laugh to hide the pain. Some of you guys could be a very funny person, like a jokester, like you laugh a lot. Yeah, stars. You have a lot of faith, though. You believe in something. But some of y'all, you've laughed a lot to hide the pain. So maybe this is somebody who felt like they didn't really, it wasn't all that bad. And you're like, yeah, it was. They were like, you woke up every day, you were still happy. You still moved forward. So if this is somebody who actually treated you this way, and they're like trying to downplay the suffering, it's like, no, you can't do that. You can't say, oh, I wasn't that bad. Like, what? Because that Judgment in reverse also could be blame, pointing the finger. Somebody could be blaming you for not speaking up about the relationship. Like, if they weren't making you happy, or if they weren't satisfying you, you didn't say anything, you didn't speak up, you didn't. And this could be anybody. This could be a family member, a friend, whoever. It's like, you didn't speak up, you didn't say anything, and now you're trying to portray it as if like, I did you wrong, or I hurt you. But it's kind of like a what? You just kind of put on you just tried to save face. Like, you put on this face like everything was okay, everything was good, y'all was great. But in reality, it wasn't like that. And this person is kind of like trying to invalidate your emotions. Like, well, you didn't say anything then, so it doesn't matter. Like, no. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. It could be somebody from your past. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse. Here's another King of Wands in reverse. This could have happened multiple times here, it looks like. I hope this is not somebody you're talking to new. I don't know if this is your father figure or somebody in your life, but or somebody in your life who was very like harsh. There's a little bit of like a harsh judgment here, like you knew better, or you don't have the right to be sad, like you did it to yourself or something like that. Like this is what this is giving right here. So you can't express yourself because somebody's basically saying like, this is what you get, or this is what you deserve or something. But I kind of feel like with this King of Wands here in reverse, yes, some of y'all definitely got out of this dark place with whoever this is, or this is you. Maybe you were lacking the confidence to strive forward in your life, and maybe you are like a single father or something like that, and you had the mother of your children walk out on you or something like that, and you have somebody here who's trying to tell you like, suck it up, you're a man. Like, whoa. What is going on? And there was a time where you may have felt like you didn't have the confidence. You may have not had the sorry, y'all. You may have not had the confidence to move forward, or maybe you were out of work or something, or maybe you were just like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to pull this off? I don't know. Maybe you don't have a child, but this has a lot to do with like, yeah, be a man, like get over your emotions, like let it go. Yeah, they hurt you. Yeah, they betrayed you. Yeah, they walked away from you, but suck it up, be a man. It's like, what is happening? Whoa. So I'm supposed to bottle up and push down how I feel because I'm a man? Like, what? Let's move on. Yeah, we got the Two of Swords here in reverse. Yeah, so you really had to make a tough decision here, and I feel like a lot of you guys are going to move forward. Maybe this is, I don't know if somebody's keeping a child from you, or you may just end up cutting somebody out of your life and just not letting them see the child or something like that. Rather you are a male or a female. Yeah, because if you're a female and you do have children with somebody, you got somebody around you who's kind of saying like, yeah, you did it to yourself. Like, you shouldn't have slept with them, and you shouldn't have had kids with them. Look at you, now you're a single parent. It's like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong? That's your advice? That's your advice? Your advice is, look at you, this is what it is, what it is, you did it to yourself. Like, that's the type of advice you do? That's what you give? Yeah. Ace of Coins in reverse and the Three of Swords here. Yeah, so somebody may, yeah. I'm also getting as well, that's why I feel like be mindful if this is like the type of person you're dating. Because it's kind of like if this is somebody from your past returning after you was dating somebody else that didn't work out. This could be somebody from your past returning, and they're talking about how, yeah, you lost a good one. You lost a chance with me. I could have bettered your life, and be for real. If they was gonna do that in the past, they would have done it. This person ain't got no intentions of doing none of the shit that they saying. I don't know who this person is, but I feel like they can't even back the shit up that they be saying, because the Emperor is in reverse, which lets me know that with the Judgment in reverse, this person, it blames people for all their problems. So if something fell out between you and somebody in the past, they're trying to blame your mom. If this your daddy, he trying to blame your mama, your grandma, your grandpa. Everybody kept them from taking care of you, raising you. They couldn't take care of you because your mama, when in reality, no the fuck, that's not the truth. Somebody did not step up as a father or as a man. Whether this is a female or a masculine energy, somebody did not step up as a parent. And others of you guys, if this is just somebody who wanted to pursue you, date you, they did not step up to be with you. They played games. They manipulated the situation. You moved on to somebody else. It didn't work. Now this person want to come back and tell you how you should have stayed with them, and they would have bettered your life. And if they didn't do that, then please do not listen to this foolery, because if they couldn't better your life when y'all was dealing with each other the first time, I'm pretty sure they're not going to better your life now. They just want to come around and kick you while you're down, or kick you while you're trying to overcome some sort of relationship that you went through, or overcome some sort of challenges, and they're trying to convince you that like you lost. But it's like they just kind of want to rub it in your face. No, they're trying to make you feel like this is what you deserve because you should have stayed with them. No, be mindful before coming and letting people back in your life from the past, Aquarius, especially when you're going through things. These are the same people who will hate you until you come back around just so they can spit in your face. That's what this is. These are the same people who will pursue you, know good and dang well they don't want nothing with you, and then eventually leave you hanging. So please, just be careful. If you need time to heal, heal. Do not rush into another relationship, especially with people with this mentality. Because you should have times and moments where you feel sad, or where you feel emotional, or where you can't stop thinking about a situation. You shouldn't have nobody hanging something over your head like, well, this is what you deserve. It is what it is. You should have listened. That's not the type of people you want to surround yourself around. You want to surround yourself around people who are going to encourage you. Okay? Because we all make mistakes. We are all flawed in some sort of way. So for this person to sit here and try to hang something over your head, it's just their way of abusing you. This is abuse. Please know that. This is abuse. Okay? If you needed somebody to judge you, read a Bible. Okay? But people, I'm so sorry. Don't let these people fool you. These are people who are not standing up straight, okay? Clearly, they're all in reverse. They're not standing up straight. They're not being the bigger person, and they have never led in their life. They just think that control or being empowered is to abuse, and that's not the truth. As long as I abuse you or make you feel small, that makes me a man, or that makes me a better woman, or that makes me dominant, or that makes me alpha. No, you're abusive. That doesn't make you a better person because you talk down on people. No, be for real. You come down with a gravel talking about, I'm just giving tough love. That's not tough love. That's disrespect. But people don't know the line of that when they don't have nobody who tell them what it is. Which I feel like is with this Knight of Swords energy. So make sure you are not blocking off your throat chakra. Stand up for the truth and stand up for what you believe. And if you feel like somebody is full of crap, call them out. Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. You ain't know nothing you talking about. That's what this is. Yeah, Ace of Swords and Reverse. They ain't know nothing they talking about, Aquarius. They ain't doing nothing but causing confusion, because you're going to think that this person is just trying to tell you what's best, or they want the best for you. No, they don't. They're also, there's a lot of lack of clarity. It's like if somebody is telling you this stuff and you still feel confused, or you still feel like you're lacking clarity, yeah, that's why. Because it don't make sense. Yeah, Ace of Cups. You're going to have to follow your soul. Learn to love yourself and know your worth, Aquarius. People who value you, people who respect you are not going to come down with an iron fist and beat you down while you already down. While you already going through emotions. While you already, and they're going to tell you to suck it up because it is what it is. This is what you did to yourself. At the end of the day, people going to keep it real with you, but people don't have to abuse their power. If somebody knows they have your ear, they don't have to tell you what you already know. And I always tell people that I want to have people in my life who are going to tell me what I don't already know. It's hard for me to listen when I feel like I know everything that you're going to say. And it's not to say that I'm a know-it-all. It's just I like to be around people who can actually teach me something. Don't tell me what I already know. And that's what this energy is giving. It's like, okay, I knew this person. I know this person ain't crap. Great. What's next? Well, I'm just saying, you don't need complainers. You don't need people who just nag you. You need people in your life who are motivators. And motivators keep it real too. I don't know why people try to say, oh, I'm not with that love and light. Love and light don't mean that you're not keeping it real. It just means you have a different message. You just your message is different. Doesn't mean that you're not telling the truth. It just means you have a different focus here. And that's what this energy is. Somebody focuses on the negative. While you have exposed, you have realized the negative. Now you're trying to focus on the future. Now you're trying to focus on the positive. Now you're trying to focus on the improvements. So this ain't just keeping it real. You already know this. You have to love yourself, know your worth. And when it comes to people around you, if they talking down on you about shit you already know, they're not your people. Because they were waiting to tell you, I told you so. There are so many times that I was right in a situation and I literally, before my throat was shaking, I still wouldn't say I told you so. Because I don't want a person to feel like every time they come to me and I'm right, that I'm just going to rub it in their face. No, I'm be like, do you need help, friend? You don't need help? Cool. And I'm going to go about my life. And when they come back and say, Aquarius, I need that help, I'm going to be like, let's go. Let's go. I'm not about to be like, see, that's what I'm saying. I knew you would come back to me, girl. No, okay, let's go. Hold on. Sorry about that. I just feel like people don't know how to genuinely be compassionate and empathetic for people. And that's what this is. Lack of empathy. Yeah, the world in reverse, an ongoing cycle. And I'm also getting as well, it's not over for you. This is not the end of your world. This is not the end of your story. I kind of feel like that's what somebody's trying to portray it like. Well, it is what it is. Now you're going to have to deal with this. Like, no. Yeah, you're going to have to figure your situation out. But it's not the end of your story. That's not like like I said in that one reading where it's like, oh yeah, you're not just that struggling single mom and now you got to take care of these kids and nobody's going to that's not your story. That's what somebody's trying to paint it because they're trying to get over on you. Please do not be fooled. They're trying to get over on you. They're trying to convince you that you're worthless because somebody else played you and now you're coming back, or they're coming back in your life to pretty much give you what they already was going to give you, or they're trying to give you what the next person gave you because they feel like that's all you're worth because that's what you put up with in the past. Be mindful when you are dating people of the type of people who try to ask you about your past just so they could give you the same thing your ex gave you, because they're going to try you. They are going to try you. But if you love yourself, you ain't going to let nobody play in your face. Because whoever this is, they trying you. They trying to give you what your ex gave you. And they trying to see if you're going to put up with that. But the moment you see them trying to pull that stuff on you, you cut them. You got to know your worth. Because it ain't over for you. You're not worthless. This is just the beginning. You learned your lesson here. And now it's time to move forward. So while you are on your journey and you are dating, watch out for people like that. Because there's a lot of them out there. Yeah, you deserve respect. Yeah, 4 wands in reverse, they're not the one. They not investing on nothing. They're not going to invest. They're not going to marry you. They're not going to invest in the relationship. They're not looking to get it. 7 of swords, they're deceptive. All they doing is watching while your tower fall, or while a relationship. This could be somebody who's been waiting for your relationship to fall apart just to come back and reject you. This is a lame. They ain't got nothing better to do with their life. They ain't got nothing better to do with their life. They're going to come back and waste your time. Especially if they feel like you out of their league. They're like, oh, you didn't give it to me, so now I'm going to come back here and I'm going to abuse you. Like, after you done already went through something like that. Like, that's crazy. Y'all be amazed how many people you open up to, tell all your secrets to, and they use that against you. This is not to tell you to be all afraid to open up and trust, but it is to tell you to be aware and use your discernment. If you are not opening up to somebody, it's good that you're not, because they're waiting to use it against you. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Own worst enemy. You cause the most of your problems or the most bad things that happen to yourself. Exactly. This is time to make better choices, Aquarius. This is not what you deserve. Okay? This is not what you deserve. You don't deserve these assholes. You don't deserve these people in your life who's going to come down with this iron fist on you and try to abuse you every chance they get. That's not what you deserve. You need to know that. If you don't have friends and family around you who's telling you that, all they doing is nagging and telling you what you already know, get from around them. They're not your people. Because people who love you, they're not going to be quick to tell you, you know what, who cares? They're going to go back anyway. No, they're going to say, I believe in you. Keep trying, keep striving. Even if you've tried 1,000 times, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of us where it's like a person keep going back. You're going to have to pull back. Trust me, I done burnt bridges. I done went back to somebody 5 different times. I done burnt bridges. People done stopped talking to me, but that's the fight that I had to fight. I respect the people who said, you know what, enough is enough. I can't put up with this. If you're going to kill yourself, you're going to kill yourself without me being around. And they walked away and they left me alone. And that left me to figure things out. I get it. Sometimes you can't be there. Sometimes you can't keep beating the dead horse. I totally understand that. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is if you're going to be around somebody, at least and motivate them. If you can't be around them, leave, move. Because if you love somebody, you'll let them go before you sit in there and you nag. That's the problem here. Even in a relationship, if you beating up a dead horse and you steadily nagging your partner to get it together and they're not, you better, if you love them, you will let them go because you don't respect them for them. You don't love them for them. They're not doing what you want. You can't agree with that. If you really loved your person, you will let them go. Be with whoever they want to be with, or you let them go do whatever they want to do. And when they're ready, if the door is still open, the door is open. But if not, shut the damn door and walk away and go on with your life. But with this own worst enemy, this makes me feel like some of y'all, you feel like this is what you deserve, and it's not. You don't deserve that. No matter what your story is, you don't deserve abuse. Because that's what it is. You don't deserve to be invalidated. People telling you, yeah, it says a scorned lover. Yeah, some of y'all, this is a scorned lover. An old fling of your current recent ex still feels pain, deeper pain, rejection. This could be a fling that you had with somebody. They angry at you. They got all of this revenge on you. They never wanted to offer you a relationship, but they're mad at you because you don't want nothing to do with them, or you went off and got with somebody else and tried to have a relationship with that person and it didn't work out. And now this person is sitting here trying to convince you missed out on something big. No, you didn't. You didn't miss out on nothing. They weren't going to offer you nothing. They're just scorned and mad because you walked away because they feel rejected by you. Now somebody's waiting around. This is sad. Like, you know somebody ain't got no life. They're waiting around for you to come back and come crawling back to be like, you know what? I've tried everything and nothing is working. No. Yeah, I can't make that up. I know what I'm looking at. Your significant other is sending you negativity. I know what I'm looking at. This is somebody you was dealing with. Who can't stand your guts because you want to leave them alone. And they wish bad on all your relationships. Like, it's cool. You're going to come crawling back. That relationship ain't going to work. And when it don't work, they like waiting for you to come back and tell them how they were right. No, just so they can beat on you or abuse you or lie to you or cheat on you, whatever. No, somebody trying to convince you that's all you deserve. No, that's not. But what it really is you've convinced yourself because you went back to this person multiple times, or you kept dealing with the same energy. The same type of person who you get in their life, and what do? They do the same thing to you. Because you have to stick to your boundaries, Aquarius. You have to stick to your morals. You have to convince yourself that no matter how much a person tried to tell you you're not good enough, every day a person beats you down, you better lift yourself up. Get up bright and early to say those affirmations, to pick your confidence up, to rise your self-esteem. Do those exercises and get in that gym. If that helps you build your confidence, do whatever you got to do to uplift yourself. Because it seems like in this community, they are going to beat you down. They are not the dictators of your worth. Society is not the dictator of your worth. That's why I deleted all my social media accounts. Only thing I have is my YouTube. Because social media will literally try to convince you that they are the dictators of who you are. And that's a lie. Do not believe these lies. Your friends and your family cannot dictate who you are. Only you can. And I always tell people, sometimes you have to get away. You have to leave a state. You have to leave an environment. Because if you have a past and you're trying to look towards the future, you got a lot of people who will hold that past over your head. And sometimes you need a new beginning so that you don't have nobody too busy throwing it in your face, not allowing you to outlive that. You've paid your restitution. You've gotten your karma. You've moved past these phases. So now you're trying to have a rebirth, and these people are not going to let you. And you're going to have to know, you know what, since you don't want to respect who I am now, then you don't get to witness my future. You don't get to witness me overcoming those challenges. You don't get to witness me at my best. Because when I was at my worst, you came down on me with an iron fist. Instead of teaching me, you beat me down even more. Instead of uplifting me, you nagged. You kicked me while I was down. That is not how you teach people. Competition, always trying to one-up you. That's what this energy is. I really feel like, Aquarius, what it really is you are out of their league. And what happens when you have low self-esteem, you surround yourself around people who are actually fans. And this is not me sitting here saying that they don't deserve respect. This is me sitting here saying that you have people who will pursue you just to hurt you because they look at you like competition. They already believe you are better than them. So they do everything in their power to one-up you. And some of y'all, because your confidence was low, your self-esteem was low, you gave the wrong type of people a chance. And now every chance they get, they're trying to crush you. You hang around the wrong type of friends. Now every time you get around them, they do everything in their power to one-up you. Because you have to raise your standards. You have to raise your standards. It's okay. You may be alone for a little while, but you got to know your worth. And to let a person sit here and say, well, you're going to die with cats. Well, I love cats. And if you don't love cats, die with dogs. I don't know. But whatever the case is, don't let that be your story. Or you could rebuke it. Because that's the quickest way for me. If somebody try to say, you gone, baby, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your story. And I'm going to return it right to the sender. Because what you're not going to do is curse me in my face. That's what this energy is giving. Because a lot of these people, they know what's up. They're cursing you. They're trying to wish that on you. Look, right here in my face. Seek someone to perform or learn a hex ritual breaking. Right here in my face. I know what I'm looking at. I'm not making none of this up. Delays, problems with interpretation, transportation, communication. Mercury retrograde. Yeah, people are trying to return back into your life, Aquarius. Some of y'all block communication with these people, cut them off, block their numbers. They're narcissistic. Block this person. Look at that. This card flew right out. Scarcity. That's what somebody is doing. They're hunting you down. They're stalking you. Somebody's watching your every move, watching your whole life, keeping tabs on you, trying to figure out who you're dating, who you're seeing, who you're with. They could be into sorcery, watching through tarot and stuff like that. Everything you do, they're watching, because they really want you to believe that this is your life. This is what you deserve, when in reality, this is what they're speaking over you. Some of y'all, you've let this person get in your head, and that's why you're convinced that maybe love isn't out there for me. Maybe I won't find love. No, you've let this person get in your head, and when a person get in your head, they can control your life because you start moving out of scarcity. You start having relationships and you sabotage them because you think that it's going to be like this person. No. Somebody has convinced you that everybody is the same and that no matter where you go, you're going to come back, end up being with them because that's all you can get. That's all that's out there. Nobody out there is going to love you like them, or there's nobody out there who's truly going to give you what you want. And that's not the truth. That's a lie. And if this is not a person, this is society, do not let these people fool you. Cut that. You'll be okay. You could delete the social media or you could cut it off for a few months, whatever. But please, yeah, self-sabotage. I know what I'm looking at. You're self-sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotaging. That's what happens when you get told your whole life. Like, every time you make a mistake, somebody's ready to stomp on you and crush on you when they should have been trying to help you up. We all make mistakes. We're human, dude. But these are people who are waiting to see a flaw in you because, like I said at the beginning of the reading, they feel like you don't got any problems. So when you do have a problem, oh, baby, they coming down. They coming down on you because they feel like you're perfect. And that's where that competition comes from, is that you have people who actually see you as competition. They feel like they've had struggles all their life and yours aren't that serious. So when you do go through some sad moments, they kind of tell you, well, suck it up. It is what it is. People have had it worse, Aquarius. Like your feelings shouldn't be validated. And that's crazy. Don't let nobody do that to you. Yeah, giving and receiving. Be around people who give and receive. reciprocation, yeah, resistance, because it's not fair to you that you have to resist your calling, who you are, your true identity, because you have people who are not willing to give you that respect. If you give them the same, if you give them respect, you validate their emotions, you're there for them. Why can't that be reciprocated? You want to be around people who give and receive, who are also reciprocating the same energy you're giving back, so that you no longer resist who you are. Because when we do not take control over our emotions, they can ruin our life. They can ruin our friendships, our relationships, when we resist who we are. And if you are an emotional being, if you are empathetic, if you're nice and bubbly and kind, that's not fair to you that you have people who feel like you should suffer because you're so bubbly and you ain't never been through nothing, and they're judging your kindness, your loving, your peace as like you've never been through no type of destruction, like you've never had no heartaches in your life, and that's a lie. But this is how they perceive you. That's why judgment is here in reverse. You're being perceived as somebody here who hasn't been through anything. So here, let me take you through something so you could feel how I feel. Let me take you through some real pain so you could feel how I feel, when they don't know what you've been through. They're literally judging you off of your positivity. Ain't that crazy? Like I said at the beginning of reading, you have people talking about, I'm not all that love and light, I keep it real. No, you're not keeping it real. You're destructive. There's a way of saying things. There's a way of doing things. And you can do it with love and light and keep it real without trying to beat somebody down. Let's keep it real. You're having an awakening. You're seeing the bigger picture here with that Hangman. These people ain't never been real a day in their life. Let's keep it real. They just judge people all day. They just come down with an iron fist all day. That's not keeping it real. You're a hateful person and you don't want to admit that. While you keeping it real. Man, I can't make these readings up. Find those who inspire you to bloom, grow together, community, connection, reciprocation. I know what I'm looking at. I can't make these readings up. Find people who inspire you, not beat you down. Yes. Blessings and a curse. Do not be ashamed of your thorns or the flowers. Psyche, self-love, beauty. It is what it is. If you have protection up, Aquarius, it's because you've been through some things. You have people who are literally going out of their way to hurt you just because they feel like you ain't had it hard enough. And that's the hard thing about it, because you could be somebody who's very beautiful inside and out. And because of that, you have people convinced that your beauty does not reflect pain. That's crazy to me. A lot of the funniest people, a lot of the most happiest, bubbliest people have been through the darkest storms. And that's what people don't want to keep it real about. I remember I heard a quote about, they were talking about how a lot of, what are they called? Comedians have actually been through some of the worst things in life. Some of the most funniest people, they laugh because they've been through a lot in their life, and laughing. You do realize, see, that's why people got to read. You do realize that a part of funniness, or like that ability to have like that funny bone, whatever it's called, where you just are just a naturally funny person, that is also a psychological thing to deal with trauma. So some people, when they deal with trauma, they laugh, and it's like inappropriate. A lot of people, you've probably even got in trouble when you were younger for laughing at random or the most inappropriate times because of trauma. Like somebody dies at a funeral and you're laughing. That's trauma. Some of the kindest people have been through the worstest storms because the reason why they're kind and they have that heart is because they know what it feels like. So keep being bubbly and positive and this earth angel, because you know what it feels like to be in pain, to suffer, to hurt. You just got a bunch of people perceiving it as if you're perfect, and that's just far from the truth. Now you have these thorns because you're just trying to protect yourself. And that's the blessing and the curse about this situation, because sometimes these thorns can get in the way of good people. People trying to help you, people trying to love you, people trying to support you, because you have too many people around you who feel like because you're so beautiful, you deserve to go through pain, because clearly they feel like they've had it worse because they're not as beautiful as you. So because you're beautiful, oh yeah, you get anybody you want. Oh, because you're beautiful, you get all the opportunities. When really, because you're beautiful, you probably go through the most challenges, because people hate beautiful people. Imagine going into a store and you got somebody being completely rude to you for no fucking apparent reason. Imagine signing up for something and somebody believing that you don't really need it. You're just looking for a handout, or you're just greedy and you really need the help. But because you're beautiful, they assume, oh, everybody's going to help you. You don't need this. Somebody has it worse than you. We're going to skip you. And the whole time, you probably the one with the worst. And that's why you're blessed, Aquarius. That's why blessings is here, is because God knows the struggles that you have from being a beautiful person. I'm not just talking about physical. I'm talking about inner. Temperance is inner. Have you ever been somewhere and your smile irritated somebody and they were like, this person, I was just smiling. What's funny? It's like, what's wrong with my smile? That's what happens when you are a beautiful person. And they sit here talking about how you had it easy. You know how many people are just like them? And they talking about, oh, you've had it easy. How? When there's people like you out there in the world who's spreading a bunch of hate because you hate beautiful people? And you think I've had it easy? When there's people going out of their way to hurt you? But you've had it easy? Yes, the sun, 11. These are beautiful cards. Be patient. It will come. The sun, manifestation power, 1111. Be patient, Aquarius. You'll find your people. You'll find your way and you'll find your moment. If you're going through your healing, go through your healing. That's a part of your self-love. If you are protecting yourself, it's a part of your self-love. Do not be ashamed of, not of your thorns or your flowers. Do not be ashamed of neither. Exactly. I knew that card was going to come out. I know that I do not need to avoid making others uncomfortable by playing small, because I am taking up space. Fuck these people. I know that every dream in my heart is waiting to bloom. I am ready to grow. You've outgrown this environment. Know your worth. Raise your standards. I know that my journey will have highs and lows. I am aiming for progress. Exactly. You are human. You're going to have moments where you're at your best, and you're going to have moments where you may fall off. But you need people around you that's going to keep encouraging you even through the storms. And I know that my deepest desires are the pathway towards my dreams. I am going where it feels right. Like the video if it resonates. Comment down below if you felt the vibe. Subscribe. Peace.